Alright, here's another update video for my Mets Realm Perfect Team theme team out of Park Baseball 25. My team is having a very interesting year. Before I open these packs, I have 23 to open at the moment. I am going to show you my latest acquisitions before I reveal the scores and my record. So let's go to my lineup over here. I've got Starling Marte as my leadoff. He's doing okay. He was an all-star. See this little icon here? He was a recent all-star. He's batting 300. Liking that. McEwing is my second baseman. He was recently moved to second base. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I'll get to that in a second about why I moved him to. I moved him to shortstop. What am I talking about? He's a shortstop now. He was second base before, but right now he's my shortstop, and he's batting 293 and batting pretty good with the splits, so I can play him on both sides, which is nice. And now I've got, who else? Dom Smith. He was also an all-star. So he's batting over 300. He's batting 320, which is amazing. And then we've got Pete Alonso, a new addition that I recently added. Previously, I had McEwing in the DH spot and Dom Smith in the first base spot. So what I did was I actually moved Rosario down from the starting position into the reserves, and from my active roster to the reserves to make a spot for Alonso. And so now McEwing is my shortstop against right-handed batters, and Jose Reyes is my left-handed shortstop. But Alonso's been doing okay so far. He's got a decent amount of home runs, 15. He's got 13 homers, and his average is a little low. He's batting like 260, but that's kind of to be expected. I did need some more home runs on my team. That's why I went and got him. McNeil, also having a very good year. He's batting 300 right now. And he's where is he? He's got 5 homers, which is pretty good. And let's see. Batting well. He's batting well against both sides, so that's good too. 314 and 292. I haven't even trained him on all the positions yet, so I have him to move around to fit in new players if I ever have to do that. Francisco Alvarez, he is not batting very high at the moment. Against righties, he's batting 281 against lefties, which is good, and 227 against right-handed batters. And who else? Harrison Bader. So I recently had Roger Cedeno, and I believe I showed Cedeno in my last stream, but he has since sort of cratered off in his average, so I had to move him to a backup role. Instead, I've got Bader as my right-handed batter, but his average has kind of gone a little lower than I would have preferred, so I guess we can figure out a better right-handed, a better, better outfielder in general for right field. We could figure that out at some point. For left field, I was using Cranepool a little bit, but he was not. He didn't seem like a very viable option because his outfield range isn't particularly great in his ratings. So And then I was using, let's see, Howard Johnson as my third base, and he's batting a lot better now. Better against righties than lefties. So that's good. He's got 12 homers against right-handed batters. And then against lefties, I actually have McEwing as my third baseman to keep him in the lineup, and Howard Johnson as backup. I've got Jose Reyes as my leadoff. He's batting .320 against lefties, which is pretty good. So I'm happy about that. Did I get any other acquisitions on my lineup here? Nope. I don't think so. But what I did do is I made Crane Pool my high leverage. What do you call it? High leverage pinch hitter. The other thing I did was I sent Omar Narvaez down, and I put Duffy Dyer as my defensive replacement catcher for the ninth inning. You can do that by ticking this little box over here. If you go to the strategy window, it says minimum inning to insert as defensive sub, ninth inning. So we did that. What I might do, though, is make it a little lower. See, you can't really edit it per lefty or versus righty. Like, I wouldn't mind replacing Alvarez versus right. Who's that? Right? Who's he not doing well against? Versus right-handers. Yeah. I don't mind making Dyer a replacement at like the 7th inning or the 8th inning or something like that. So, yep, that's kind of interesting. This is actually the first time I've ever utilized that setting for defensive replacements. So we'll see how well that does. And let's see, am I missing anyone else in the lineup? I don't believe so. Now let's go to the pitching. We've got some developments with the pitching. Bill Pulsifer. He's been our best pitcher for a while, and he was also an all-star. And he was actually second in the league in ERA for a short time with like a 2.5 ERA, but he's since kind of fallen down to earth. So let's go to game log. So up to about here, his ERA was 2.54. You can see it on the right side here. It says 2.54, and right here is where he pitched 1 inning in the All-Star game. And then 5 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 5 earned runs. And now his ERA is sort of ballooned up to 3.60 and then at 3.82 now. So he's kind of fallen down to earth. This might actually be the last season that he's in my rotation, because he's kind of turning into what I would have expected for a 65 bronze. But I have to say I'm pretty impressed by what he's given me so far. So a 2.54 ERA in the All-Star game, and he was second best at one point in ERA. Can't complain too much getting that amount of mileage out of him. So let's go back to the pitching. And then we got Frank Viola with a 4.46 ERA. I don't know if I had him on the team last time, but he's, kind of up and down. That's why he's got a 4.46 ERA. He's given up a lot of chunks of runs, like 6 earned runs, and where are we going? 6 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 5. Here's a 4 stretch game right here of 4, 5, 4, 5 earned runs in a row. So that's not particularly great. He's probably gonna drop down in my pitching rotation at some point. So that's with him. And then we go to Sean Mania, who's actually pitching pretty good for me. He's got a 3.73 ERA, and he does have those 5 spots and 4 spots of ERA every now and then, but he's been throwing up a lot of 2s and 3s over 6 innings, which is not bad and a lot better than I would have expected. So he's got, like, here's a stretch right here. 1, 1, 0, 3, 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 3. And then he throws up a 4, then a 2, then a 4, then a 2, 3. Then there's a bad 5, and then 2, 2, 2, and then a 4. So he's got 10 wins, which is also a lot more than I would have expected. A 69 bronze. Not bad. So if he continues to do that, then he will find a spot in my rotation. Then we got Quintana, who we got last time. In my previous update video, we pulled him in a pack, and he's actually been great. He's got a 2.42 ERA. I slotted him in the rotation fairly recently. He's got about 1, 2, 3, 4. What has he got? How many games? 10 games in. So yep, he's had 1 5 earned run game, but he's put up, to a 4 and a 5, but he's put up 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 2. So that's pretty good. And he's got 2.42, so I can't complain. And I believe, no, he was not Mania wasn't an all-star. So Quintana will remain in my rotation. I just put him in instead of Mick Andrew, I believe, is the one I pulled. And then Craig Swan is a new acquisition that I had put in that I'm probably going to take out. And he's not doing too great. Not doing too great here. He's got... he's given up 0 earned runs and then 4 earned runs, like 3, 0, 4, 4, 4. So probably not who I'm going to settle with here. So then we got our bullpen, and I've got Roger McDowell, 26 saves, 3.88 ERA, not bad. I can take that. Brooks Raley, an all-star, a 1.84 ERA, not bad. Ottavino, who had a very rough start to begin with the season, and he's kind of doing a lot better now. Just gave up an earned run recently, but in his most recent outing, but he's generally doing pretty good for me. And I also added Jesse Orozco. He's a new addition that wasn't in the last video, and he's also doing very good, and he's got a 2.65 ERA. And so I'm getting a lot of good stuff out of him as a middle reliever. I may end up moving him into the setup role at some point. If Raley or Ottavino struggle, then he's going to go up there. And then we've got Danny Frisella. I don't know if he was in my last video, but I added him to my squad fairly recently, and he struggled in the beginning. Let me see where ERA. He gave up runs in 4 straight appearances, and that ballooned his ERA to 7.20. And now he's then he had some rough spots. Gave up 3, 2, 2, and then a 4. And now he's putting up a lot of zeros and some ones, and now his ERA has gone down to 3.75, so he's kind of settling in. But he's also the kind of person that I will likely end up replacing, and that I don't really trust that well, if I'm being completely honest. Here's Dwight Gooden's card. He's still my long reliever. I could probably replace him if I wanted to, but I'm getting kind of what I would expect from a long reliever, not expecting, lockdown innings. He's also a mop-up role, so yeah, I'm not really too worried about that, but I can also put somebody else in that position if I had to. Here's Turk Wendell, also an all-star right here. And he's, let's see. He's got ERA, let's see, where he kind of fell back down a little bit. At one point, he had a 0.85 ERA, and he's since gone up a bit because he had some bad outings. But he's generally been pretty good for me as a specialist. Here's a guy that's doing pretty good for me right now, Jake Diekman. I was a little worried about him because he started off kind of shaky. And actually, it wasn't too bad, if I'm being completely honest. But he did have like some bad streaks where he gave up runs, like here, 2 runs, 1 earned run. Yeah, his ERA was a little high and making me a little scared to keep him in that setup role or the middle relief role. But I actually ended up putting him as a specialist, and he's seemed to do very well in that role. Since I put him in as a specialist, his ERA is down to 2.62 now, so I'm impressed. And he's got 8 holds, so that's good. And let's see, let me show you my reserves. So I actually had Severino in my rotation. I don't know if I had Severino in the last video, but I had him in the rotation and he wasn't doing very well. He had a 5.52 ERA, and here's his line right here. So 2 earned runs, 4, 4, 4, 0, 1, 6, 3, 5, 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 2, 2, 5. So, like, when he was good, he was really good. When he was bad, he was terrible. Plus, he was only going mostly 4 innings and 5 innings and 6 innings if I got lucky. So, it wasn't really working. Maybe we'll try him out as a bullpen at some point, but that's not going to work for me with that. So, McAndrew, I just had to move him in, giving up 6 earned runs, 5 for 5. That's just way too many earned runs to be given up, and keeping his spot with other people. But he does have good. I feel like he could maybe be a bullpen guy, so we might be able to turn him into a bullpen person at some point. And we've also acquired, who else? Jaewon So. I like his card. He's also another potential bullpen long reliever or something like that. So we can always try him. Or if Mania falls down to earth and Quintana, we can always try him out. So there's that. And then recently I acquired Bobby Ojeda. I paid $12,000 for him. So he will be put in my rotation for the next day. And I should say that the day I'm filming this is before the last month of the season in September, before the playoffs start. So I'm going to get to that in a second, but he's going to be put in my rotation in place of Craig Swan, the Bobby Ojeda 94, 1988. Okay, and so I'm sure you're wondering, now that I've told you all my stats, what do you think my record was? How many games over or under 500? I'm going to reveal that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I am 69 and 68. The game is still bugged, if you're wondering. My team chemistry number is not correct here. It's the 92 number that you saw before. And my record is wrong. It's 69 and 68. Let's go take a look at the standings. I'm in a very good position to be promoted to the next league, which is good. So I would have to really collapse this last month for me to fall down. Here's the wild card standings. I'm 3 behind the next wild card position. The Erie Seawolves ahead of me and the Austin Armadillos in front of me as well. So I'm 3 behind him, 7 behind him, behind this person. So let's go see the schedule. So I don't play the Austin team, but I do play the Erie Seawolves 3 games in September right here. So those will be some crucial games, because if I could win this series, then it's going to be a fight to the finish for that last wild card position. And so, you know, there's still a shot that I can make it. I've squeaked into wild cards before with my team, and I've fallen short in brutal fashion with some of my teams before. So it's going to be a real battle to the finish for me in this particular season. But as you can see, I've got 23 packs, including 3 silvers. So why don't we get right to it, and let's start opening these packs. Okay. Now, as you can see, I got a lot of low cards. If this is your first time watching me rip packs on my account here, just a reminder that I'm not going to be mentioning every single player, only the ones that I'm interested in. And yeah, so because I want to get past this as quick as possible. So nothing here that really jumps at me, but we do get a live 71 silver. Let's see. Oh, we can sell this for a decent amount. We'll do that another time. But yeah, so a live 71 silver, not terrible. Let's go to the next one. And we've got a Jose Martinez, first base historical bronze, Jim Levy, Dick Woodson. Yep, nothing too great here. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, Nefi Perez, historical silver. I had one of these cards before and sold it, so I guess we'll be selling another one. So we got Mark Vientos on the Mets, already have them, and Joey Lucchesi on the Mets as well. And we get Jimmy Walsh, a pretty decently looking iron card here. So maybe we'll end up using him. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Anything good? Oh, Ray Searage. This guy I targeted for my Iron team. And let's see who else. Scott Hairston. Nothing too special. So let's go to the next one. Let's see. Dave Steeb. 75 historical silver. And another Joey Lucchese historical bronze from his Padres days. So let's go to the next one. The next one, and Bob Jones, historical bronze. Interesting. Defense, contact. Nothing else that really jumps out. Let's go to the next pack. Let's see. Anything here good? Nothing that really jumps out to me in here, so we'll go to the next pack. Ooh, Sean Hill, historical silver. This is sellable. We'll sell him. And there's nothing else that really jumps out at me. Although this card looks kind of decent for an iron. For Chisenhall, not terrible. Alright, let's go to the next one. Joaquin Andujar. Interesting stats here. High movement, HRA, PBA BIP, PBABIP. So, I don't know. This might be a decent one to try out. We'll see. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, Max Scherzer on the Tigers. That could be interesting. Nothing else that jumps out at me. So let's go to the next one. Ooh, and we have a gold card. Hopefully it's a historical gold that we can use. There are plenty that there are some that I'm missing. Like Ron Darling would be nice. All right, let's see what it is. Terry Shumpert, historical gold. Okay, well, I will sell that one for sure. And let's see, anything else? Nothing else that jumps out at me. Let's go to keep going. Oh, we got 3 silvers here. Historical silver, Larry Herndon. And that's okay right here. We got live silver, Dylan Moore. And live silver, Mackenzie Gore. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. So we got a gold right here. Let's see. Hopefully it's something that we can use. Dontrell Willis. Interesting. Dontrell Willis. Historical gold. 82. We'll sell that. Plus we got Michael Tonkin for the Mets. Already have him. All right, let's keep going. And we've got Yu Darvish, historical silver. 72. We'll sell that. And we got live silver, Willie Castro. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, let's see, anything else? Vic Wertz, anything? Bruce Campbell, not that Bruce Campbell, but Bruce Campbell, Daniel Bard. All right, let's keep going. Matty McIntyre. Chick Shorten. Interesting. Nothing too great here, so we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Oh, Brandon Crawford, actually not a terrible card for bronze. A bronze tournament. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, a diamond. All right, we want the Lindor or the Nimmo or a historical diamond that we can sell. So either of those two or a high diamond that might go to perfect is also good. So let's reveal the diamond in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bill Spears. Interesting. Bill Spears. 93. Third base. Well, we're going to sell him. So, all right. Not terrible. Not a terrible card, but we're going to sell him. Okay, keep going. Tom Brown. Center fielder. Oh, he's got good stats. This could be a decent card for bronze. Could be a decent card. All right, let's keep going. We got a live silver, Tyler O'Neill. We've got a live silver, Max Kepler. And we've got a historical silver, Gary Carter, right field. Not eligible for our Mets team, if you're asking, because I'm only going with Mets that have Mets on the card. So, in case you were wondering, not going to be playable for me. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, Kevin Coble, duplicate. Already got him. Kiner Falefa. Let's see, anything else? Nothing interesting. Now we're down to 3 silver packs. All right, we got Ramon Urias. Live silver. Historical silver, Dick Brown. Nothing else good. Let's go to the next one. Okay, historical, no, live silver, Jose Suarez. Starter. We could sell him. And we got Tyler McGill and Fujinami, right-hand pitcher for the Mets. All right, let's keep going. And that was our last pack, Giancarlo Stanton. So he might go up to a gold. We'll see. Maybe I'll hold on to him. But yeah, Giancarlo Stanton and nothing else that looks particularly great. So let's go back. So we got a lot of historicals that we can sell and silvers. I'm not going to do that on this stream. I'm going to put Bobby Ojeda in my rotation for this last day or month, depending how you look at it. And then the next video, you will know what the outcome was of this season. So hopefully we grab that last wild card spot over here. Let's see. Where's that wild card? Show you the standings as we end this. Here we are, 3 games out. We need that 3. We need 3 more wins over here, and we play the team ahead of us. So it's definitely gettable. So you will find out at some point. And so, yep, this is the last video before you find out the results. Hope you enjoyed my update video of my perfect team. As far as my recording, I am planning on maybe making better views, so like better screen viewing views, so you can see the stats better and see my rotation a little bit better, so it's more zoomed in. I haven't done it yet. Been working on other things. This is not my top priority, but if that's something that you want or something that you don't care about, let me know in the comments, and I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this update video of my Mets Realm theme team, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to my YouTube. Also, I have a newsletter that I like to send out roughly every week. Sometimes it's a little longer if I have a delay or something, but it's roughly every week, and it's a free newsletter and comes with a sporadic shortcast with it. So you'll be getting one of those newsletters very, very soon. I'm a little behind on my March newsletter, the new March one. So that's coming out very, very shortly. And, like I said, subscribing to my YouTube here helps me a lot. Not as much as my newsletter, but does help me out if you like and subscribe. So I'd appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's it for this update. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.